Ken. I've been meditating for quite a while now, and so for somebody who's had a background of meditating for a time, is it a good idea that we keep still, or I should be keeping still now if I've moved, in the past?
I think if it's easy for you to keep still, then there are some advantages to that, because that position that people talk about of if we move a lot then we can be avoiding what's going on is actually accurate. But the point I was making before is that when we start, there's something else that is more demanding that needs to be dealt with before we can get into that position. But even when we can sit, say, for 3 hours and be still, there are several things that it's worth remembering. One is that the body is designed to move and maintains its openness and its availability to what's going on through movement. And if we artificially lock ourselves into a position, what that tends to do is start to inhibit the natural flow of energy and therefore of consciousness, so that we become more and more, our systems can become more and more clogged up, and our awareness can become more and more cloudy and unawakened, basically. Also, when I first started to meditate, was without a teacher, and so I did a lot of reading, and I saw some lovely pictures of enlightened masters and all that sort of thing, and I'd also seen statues of Buddha and the Laughing Buddha and various other people, and guess what? Because they were still pictures, they didn't move. So I didn't know that movement was possible. But since then I've actually met a number of masters, and what I'm aware of is that whenever they're meditating they are moving, although it can be very fine movement and very slow movement. But when we're in a relatively awakened state, or even a very awakened state, a very fine movement can have a major effect on the way energy shifts and the way we're digesting what's going on and how alert and awake we remain. So what I would say to people such as yourself who've been meditating for quite a while is there are advantages in keeping still and there are advantages in moving. And if you are moved to move a lot, then do that for a while. If you are moved to stay still a lot, then do that for a while. But it's a useful thing if you've been still for quite a while to move a bit. And it's useful if you've been moving a bit for a while that you stay still for a while, and just see if there's some sort of balance between the two that is going to help the meditative process in which you're engaged.